This is interesting. If you're here and you're wondering what's going on, we just had a massive kind of interference in the technology. So we're trying to fix that right now. This is the first time I've ever made a we are currently having technical issues announcement. So while I have you here, I'm just going to continue to finish off a few things that I had to do while this happened. And while I do that, feel free to ask anything in the chat. Marius is currently having a shower. He's preparing himself. Let's see if that worked. That was not the one. That was the one. And that was the old one. So now we have to do a little thing here. Hold on. If you just start communicating in the chat, that will come up on the stream. Meow. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about Marius' story. So I should probably update that. I love building the plane in the air, don't you? Like when you're doing something and then you're learning by doing, trial by fire, in the forge. People are starting to think that I'm crazy for just playing all the time. I've made this so much more complicated than I had to. Maybe you're the one. We can only hope. I'm going to try to test my luck. Worked. Now I have a thing. Okay, if you're seeing choppiness or anything of the sort, let me know. There's something going on. Like the stream is not as it's supposed to be. Oh, that's not the right one. The right one. What? If there's something that I really have to get better at, it's organization. See if I can trick it somehow. We had a rescue mission yesterday, by the way. This is part of the tribe experience, where we had to get a person from 2 hours away and have him come here. And that was very hard. Like it was, we had a 2 hour long live stream, and I'm not good at multitasking. Basically called the troops, get someone, a brave soul, to get him down here. And I think we succeeded. We, there it is. Where are you? Sorry, I'm still doing something that I shouldn't. Like, multitasking. Men are not supposed to be multitasking, they say. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job. I'm looking for something as I'm talking. But it says that YouTube is not receiving enough thingies. That's interesting. What? Ah, I was stupid. There you are. There you are. Tribe experience day 1. Ceremony day. I might have to go offline or like restart my computer. There's something that might be up with the internet. If you're watching this, you might just have let me know about that. because I just received a message. So I'm going to check that now because we are doing this. We are doing this for the first time ever. Like, this is literally building the plane in the air, and I'm happy that we're still alive. It's been stories upon stories. We have one person who has let us know from the other side. Poor. Stream health is poor. Let me see if I can check that out from the phone. If there are anyone, you're probably not seeing it because it looks like I'm froze. Do I have to start another stream? Oh, damn. I'm multitasking again. I'm doing stuff I shouldn't. Let me see. Whole bunch of pictures. This is really interesting. The fact that I have to look for the link that I just posted. That says it's live. Just posted. What? This is interesting. I mean, seriously. Oh man, I can't do that. I know about the feedback loop. Now that we're live, though, I can start to see if we can get Marius out here. He's currently showering, and today we're going to do the tribe experience ceremony. So we exhausted ourselves last night. Like, I had maybe 3 hours of concurrent sleep, and I had this level of energy that was insane. I think I might have. Poor Marius. I talked a lot. Like, I had so many thoughts that I was trying to get out at the same time. And it was like a dam just opened. For some of you knowing me, you know that Marius was really having it. And it was just pouring out. Like, it was insane. We were fatiguing ourselves in every way possible. Hey, dude, I made your seat for you. I'm building the plane in the air. We already had a critical crash, and we're still having one. It says something here, so. But I checked the phone, and it is live, and I am baffled. I don't know what's going on. That's interesting. So we might have to restart it if we don't see any things, and that's where you are. I'm gonna move over here. You know what? And also, yeah, we can make the rules right now. You can be as transparent as you want. You speak in Norwegian. You do anything that makes you feel comfortable. We're just having a conversation after I have filled my cup of coffee. Do you want coffee?
Yes.
Right behind you, there is a water boiler. There is water in it, but my tongue is doing stuff. If you just give me that. And yeah, is that your cup? Is that your cup, or do I pick up a cup for you? I will get a cup for you. No, you're the first guest ever. So I'll be right back. If you see them, if you see anything there, yeah, the water is behind you. I was lazy. I was doing the stream setup and then this, and so this was like really just jumping in it.
Jumping in it. Jumping in it.
There's massive chaos in this office. We will get into the conversation very soon. If you have questions before we do that.
Men rätt för live här med lite.
Eller allt.
Just det.
Ja, I'm saying that we got interesting problems as soon as I went off, or when I'm online. This is not the same link that I was sending out, because there was a critical error. It was like people knew what we were going to talk about. So it required some effort.
Har du snackat om det slaget?
Yeah.
Yep.
We've been talking about a lot of good stuff today.
Alltså egentligen disco och live.
Yeah, that depends on what we're talking about. This is not the experience. This is like just a pre-experience. So we're going to talk with them now until around 3-ish. And you don't have to be here for all that. I want to ask you some questions. And we're going to prepare for the next leg of this journey. So what I think is that we can try to recap what we've done so far. Like, what was the adventure like yesterday? What did we do? What did we feel? You know, it's interesting. There are so many times where I talk to him, and then I talk so much that my tongue cannot handle the talk, which is interesting. That's probably not a good thing, if you think about it. People are gonna see two bald people with beards, dangerous people with a lot of tattoos. Yeah, well, that's what they've been told. Most people have this association. I don't know. A bald, bearded person is normally depicted as a biker or a bodybuilder or some like a criminal mastermind. Like something, you know? I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, some people just like to judge the book by its cover. Can you give me your the water? See, some people have asked us actually if we're brothers. We're not. Well, we're soul brothers, but it's really interesting to see us like that. Yeah. Yeah. Is that your brother? You look similar. Yeah. Or is it? If we were to recap everything that we've talked about and done so far, it would be really hard. Because as we talked about yesterday, the tribe experience is an experience. You can't really explain the experience. But you can think about what has happened up until this point. Yeah, right? You have to experience it. But if you were to say what we did yesterday, well, that's interesting. When I think about yesterday, everything is kind of like a fast-moving movie. So we did so much yesterday that it's hard to believe it was in one day.
Mm.
That's my experience. Like, I was thinking all the time, speaking about things I've never spoken about, having ideas, implementing things, writing things down. It was the most efficient thing that I've done in weeks or months, or maybe even last tribe experience. And it's like before we even had time to think about the things, we implemented them as we were doing them. Like last night's live stream, 2 hours. 2 hours to just build upon the experience that we're going to have. And now 1.5 hour.
1,5 timer.
We're about to embark on a journey like none other.
Bare den plassen der oppe er jo helt sinnssyk.
We have everything.
Omgivelsene er liksom
calm. Different. Yeah. There's a very specifically different feeling about that place. It's a completely new frequency. Think about that. There are probably hundreds, thousands, depending on your creativity, places like that in the world that's going to be experienced. Like driving up to one of these in those vans, which is fully equipped to live stream, work, sleep, live. Vans, bro. Just opening your doors to these magical places.
Det er egentlig litt...
You've never seen this before, right?
Jeg har ikke sett det før.
No. Look at this. The voice meters and the everything. We can control everything from this one little thing. Like, there are technologies today where you can just click a button and then all of a sudden you go live. And this is amazing. Look at this. Right? If I click that. If I click that, look at this screen. And then back. And then what are we watching? It's insane. Like, you can do so much creative stuff with this. If you can talk, yesterday I was talking over music. And there was something is happening with music, bro. You're listening to this, you're feeling it, and then you're talking, and then you're building with the music, and then you're going down. It's like you're building to the point just as the music goes. It's insane.
Ja, det er sykt.
That's what actually bugs me. People who does things online today, they just do it online because that's where they can get their customers. But people who have bridged that experience thing, where you take experiences to the next level by just doing with the tools we have, you can limitless possibilities. It's so fun. Like, if you just have the setup, which is to start with just nothing with more than a phone. You did it. You sat there with a phone and you created a video every day for 30 days plus.
Det var tøft.
Yeah. And you've never seen those videos. That is like... That is the ultimate, I would say, transformational key. Like, if you have been a completely different person and you have done a whole bunch of stuff and you've documented a fraction of yourself from that time so you can review it, remember how it was in it, then seeing yourself now and seeing yourself speak to yourself, it's insane.
De er ikke inne for å se det her nå.
Exactly, and you can see and you feel when to face it. You know, you have this, the key is right there, and when you're ready to face it, it's like taking the plunge. Yesterday with the fucking horse. Everything is like that. The best thing is when you know where to go when you're ready for it. No, I was navigating it like a kung fu master, didn't you see? You recorded that. I don't know if the GoPro actually got everything because it has this tendency of cutting off. Like, we made a 20-minute long video and I saw only a 3-minute long video.
Vi må gå tilbake med det. Vi kan ikke ha det.
No, that's weird. And we have tested it really. We have the tests actually on the YouTube channel where it says testing the GoPro and really testing it, like the live stream capabilities. We couldn't use it. But that's not the GoPro's fault. The cutting off valuable information, that's not good. We're going to do something now as we're sitting here. We're going to send people a message that we're live so that everyone gets it. What up? lot of mushroom here. And a mushroom. Look at that. I like that. Live stream.
Kan vi med nå?
Mm. Voice message from Marius. I'm gonna be with you in just a bit if that's you sitting there. Damn, I'm focused. Come on. Yeah, I need a new computer. I need new systems.
Må man ikke på.
Let's hear the voice message while we wait. We're gonna be here for a while. I'm lost on this. Vi setter opp en Zoom-kanal, eller en Zoom-møte om ikke så lenge til. Akkurat nå så driver vi og prøver å få ut e-mails til alle sammen, så at vi kan begynne skikkelig. Jeg skal sende deg en link til Zoom, og så skal jeg sende deg en link til stream. Klokka er 13:33. Så 333. Always. Men hva er det med denne her? Denne her er merkelig. Hadde du noe rart greier som skjedde med streamen? Den din?
Ja.
Det er den som er din. Nei, den er ikke den. Den er dritlenge.
Ja, det. Kanskje med et ekstra papir. Så.
Hæ?
Du må legge inn et ekstra. Er det fulle det?
Ja. This is interesting. Either I'm very focused on something, but it says one contact. Okay, because that. Now it should say 718. Oh, fuck. Got a little scared there, bro. Seemed like we were hacked and that our email list was gone. That would be horrible, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
The campaign, this is weird. Why is it not doing what it's supposed to? 8 minutes ago. I need to go back here. But he doesn't want to do that. I'm just going to make a new one if that doesn't work. There we go. Thank you. Because that took a while. That was stupid. That was a very stupid rookie mistake. I didn't include a link that they could click on. There we go. And for those people who's on the email list, if you're not, be on the email list. We're sharing very awesome stuff. And if you haven't already, check out the conversation with the glitch. This is basically going to be, for those people who saw that conversation with the glitch, this is basically going to be the same thing. But this is going to be face-to-face. And the format of this entire thing is going to be more face-to-face. Around a campfire, streaming from a mountain, whatever. We're going to talk to a fuck ton of interesting people. Look at that now. This is magic. You're watching magic right now. That email is now being sent out to 680 people. And you can see now, 640. Total 680. And we're sending them. You can see now that people are getting word all over the place directly on their phone. That is a superpower. That is like, think about if other people in history had access to that kind of power. Where they can just talk directly to people. It's insane. This is why I say that the legacy forging thing, you can use for good or it can be used for bad. If you know how it works, it all depends on what kind of person you are.
Oh.
That's insane. Oh, hold on.
person jag så snackade med mig. Han har inte bil. Han sa bara, nej men du röstar sin motor då. Du Oskar, så tusen tack för att jag fick tag i dig då. Jag har letat efter dig länge, så till Sydamerika. Ja, det är bra, men jag tänkte bil. Jag skulle säga det kompis. Jag behöver ringa. Jag går till finna hur. Och plus, väldigt lätt. Väldigt lätt. Gör det. 5 flaskor vatten och 5 flingsor. Jag var väldigt glad mot stämmen jag tog. Jag började att tänkte jag samla liksom. Plötsligt så stoppade simkortet och allting. Jag bara, hä? Jag gick köpte mig. Varje gång jag skulle stoppteknologin runt mig. Helt vanvittigt. Så bara min telefon. Och
Folk följer med.
alltsammans stoppade det. Nu fick jag simkortet mitt, men interneten funkar för wifi här hemma. Ringer mig så jag fick gå på biltelefon och video samtidigt.
Det var fantastisk. Jeg gleder meg. Det blir fantastisk. Vi begynner klokka 3, men vi tar ikke seremonien for i kveld. Men ja, jeg sender deg en Zoom-link. Men da må vi holder bare en tråd på hvor tid du må gå. For du må jo snart reise. Dude, i dag blir det gøy. I dag blir det spennende. Jeg er live nå. Jeg sender deg link nå. God damn. This is never been seen before on TV. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, outstanding dollars. You know what? No worries, bro. Alright, so no. Everyone who comes into this now will be live. So we will go in here. No, ever. I've never done this before. Look at this. It's insane when you just start to see what's happening. I'm going to introduce you to a whole bunch of people, Marius. That was instant. He's already seen it. It's like he was waiting. Okay, I'm gonna also record because, you know, we're doing something that we have not done before, and because of that, we could face a whole bunch of different technical issues, like the fact that you just heard that. You just heard the Facebook chant in the background. I will try to mute those sites. Og bare finne sjaff. Take your time, bro. So his SIM card is blocked. It would be awesome if he actually had a SIM card that was working, because he could be on Zoom while he was traveling down. We need about 40 minutes, probably, for us to leave here.
Hvor mange timer tager det for ham at komme?
2.5 hours. Just about. I think this is going to be very interesting to see how everything is just going to float into each other. Blue stream? Yeah, we did. That takes a signal from nowhere.
Cables and stuff.
Yeah. That's super interesting. It's never happened before. We just dropped off again. This is super weird, and it just raises so many more questions. Like, what is possible? Like, what is the reason for those things to happen? right now at
Ikke
this
helt
very
så smart
moment.
på det, ikke
No,
smart på det.
exactly. It's like when you really start to see the synchronicities for something insane and see how fast they're happening. It's
Det er sindssygt.
insane. Let's see if we can go in and close down some tabs, because that's probably not good either. Now I'm doing stuff I should not be doing. This is a rookie mistake if this was to end badly because I was clicking around while I was live. I've learned so many things while being live. I forgot to turn off my mic once.
Nej.
Right after a stream, I went off. I had the mic on inside of the Discord server and on YouTube. And I watched porn back then. I went to town on myself while the microphone was live. And then all of a sudden I hear, "So how are you doing?" And Maddie,
Kødder du med?
Matthew, the first fan I ever had, I gave him a candy. I sent it sexist. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. He's called Macy Joe. He's in the Legacy Forge right now. He's been there for ages. He's become a computer scientist. And he said that the streams we had back then had so much to say for his upbringing. Like it was part of his life. And that felt substantial. So now, I don't know what the point of that story was. Maddie is an insane dude who's just part of the story. Probably something like that. I don't know.
Han hørte alt.
There we go. That was the yes. He's never mentioned it after that. He's like never mentioned it. I'm thinking, is that because he's nice? Or is it like...
Traumatisert. Han er traumatisert.
Yeah, it might be that. I might have traumatized someone. That was interesting because, you know, I remember in prison as well. There's not a lot to do. There is not a lot to do. You have to create the fun you'll have. There's a lot of masturbation. I was sore, really sore. Like at some point you're gonna say, why are you doing this? It's hurting. But it feels good as well. So it was like a weird thing. If you don't have anything that really gives you pleasure in life, I think that is a really easy way to kind of find pleasure.
Du gjør ikke noe valg.
No, you don't. It's the only thing that you can do to feel better. It's weird. And it's a superpower if you really think
Så
about it.
var det bare noe så kult.
Yeah. Well, that is actually interesting because I think you can prolong it. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to say any details, but I've matched a lot with the mother of my child. Like it's spiritual intimacy. I'm going to try to be as PG-13
Følelsen
as
etterpå,
possible.
det er det jeg mener.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're tuning into that frequency while you're creating the frequency, and I see everything as energy and frequency.
Oh.
The orgasm is a very freaking powerful frequency. And if you do that with a person who you're soul merging with, then that feeling is just going to last. It's not going to stop because you're on the
Men det er ikke det
frequency.
i fengselet.
No, exactly, yeah. Exactly. You have to do it a lot of times. There's just once that works for 8 days. So you did the same thing probably when you were locked up.
Ja, selvfølgelig.
Yeah, I love the fact that you say yeah, of course, because
Det var
it's
intenst. Det var
it is, and it's like,
timevis. Det var...
and it didn't feel like hours, did it? Like when you're in there, an hour does not feel like an hour.
Det er som sexpart.
No. Now I'm talking about how you're feeling when you're isolated in a room. You cannot leave because your freedom has been taken away from you. 1 hour does not feel like 1 hour. How was your feeling like towards
Nei,
how?
det verste, det var ikke det som var ille. Det som var ille var å bli stoppet fast. Det er sengen.
Oh, I cannot even imagine being strapped down to a bed because they are seeing you as a dangerous person. To yourself, probably.
Ja.
That's the excuse. You're a danger to yourself and those around you. How?
Ja. Men det er jo måten ting er gjort på, for det ser ut som et fengsel. Det er jo et murhus.
It is.
Nå har de jo fått nytt bygg da, så kanskje det blitt litt bedre. Men det blir stoppa fast, det er ganske beskrivelig. Vi binder fast i et par timer i seng, liksom.
I've had that with handcuffs, but
Så
not.
må du få sprøyte i ræva etterpå.
Yeah, see that?
Antipsykotika, det.
That's not good. That is like. That's a crime.
Og
That's
de
a
som
crime.
har psykiske lidelser og psykiske problemer, det blir mange som har alvorlige psykiske problemer, det blir satt på tvang. Så de må ta sprøyte. Vi er nødt. Og hvis ikke de møter opp, så er de plikter til å kunne ringe politiet.
Because you're not allowing someone to inject
Så
something.
det er jo det fengselet folk ikke ser.
Exactly.
Folk glemmer at det
Exactly.
er flere måter fengsel på.
There are several matrices.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been talking about that quite often, actually. I don't know if you and me have talked about this specifically, but
Matrix.
yeah, well, but the many matrices, like money. You're in a matrix when all you're doing is around surrounding money. Like all you're doing is trying to survive enough to gather the money that you need to live. That's one matrix, because that's an illusion. You don't have to do that. You don't have to get a pension and then work until you're almost at the end of life by average, and then all of a sudden having 2 years to spend the rest of your little energy on a freaking pension that doesn't even require it doesn't cover the basics. Like, this is not life. So when you're in the matrix of being locked up and your freedom taken away.
Det er jo litt derfor vi holder på med dette. Det er for å endre den hjelpen vi kan gi mennesker.
Yeah, and it's not even changing the way we can help people. It's like adding to, there are different ways of doing this. That is not based on a universal template or a book. You're all people, right? You and me, when we're together and talking and just experiencing life, basically. Sitting around a campfire talking, playing with the kids, whatever it is. That space of being able to vent your thoughts and just talk and read, it's just one mountain. And it's personal. But there are similarities on every single thing. Everyone has a fear for something. So they're not crossing the mountain over that way because there's something that scares them or whatever. But if you have crossed the mountain, or if you have been climbing your own mountain for so long that you're kind of high up, you can see the pitfalls for other people. And if you see people, because you've lived through a similar experience, losing a freedom, that's fucking transformational, because you feel like you're crazy if you have a crazy enough story. If you have a story that really made you different, and it was not of your choice, but something that you had to navigate and manage for yourself, that creates something in person. There's not a lot of those. Not today.
Jeg tror det er mange, men jeg tror ikke det er mange som denne frem.
Yeah. Hold on. We're getting stuff. I just have to see if that email actually works, because that's actually one of the things you should do. Test if the thing works. And it does. Yeah. There's not a lot of people who stand up and speak about it.
Det er litt sånn tabu her nå.
It is.
Å ha det tøft, det er tabu.
Yeah. We're not allowed to show emotions, because if you do something.
Hindring i livet, det blir
Yeah.
tabu, liksom. Eller hvis du har vært gjennom hindringer og ikke klart det, for eksempel.
Exactly.
Så blir det
Failing.
Ja.
Yeah.
Jeg er egentlig redd for å feile, egentlig, det er det.
Yeah. And it's all based on a different fear. But every single thing in life, there's something that can make us feel fear. For us to get that. Because we have to do the things that is not ordinary to get the not ordinary things. If you want something good in life, you have to actually work for getting that. I don't get this message. Henter du deg vann nå? Yeah, so Marius, if you're the one looking, I will try to decode this as best as I can. But I have to admit, I'm not sure what it says. It says no data.
Er det arabisk?
No, it's a dialect. What is going on with the stream? No data? Excellent connection. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Really? Just gonna keep an eye on that. We have one person online. This is the interesting thing. Every time I post a video that is good, that has some interesting information that I found to be really helpful on my path, and I was able to communicate it like, yes, oh, that's good. People are gonna get a lot of value from that. I upload it, no views. I upload something where I'm angry at a bicyclist, 50,000 views. Why is that? They know what you're uploading real time. The AI is reading what we're saying when it's going up online. YouTube will create this pattern, basically. They will write a script based on what you said in the video. And then if they see words or things that is not supposed to be talked about, they will just go live, but not many people will see it unless they find it and share it. That's insane. So topics that are taboo, it's incredibly hard to get out into the world because that taboo is usually, there's some truth in that, right? Truth that could be destructive for the right people. And right now, we are currently having the experience, after I have sent this to 7,000 in one group, 680 in another, on a Facebook wall and everywhere you can think of, to have 0 viewers. Oh, that's interesting.
Huh?
That's interesting. Most people will give up by that point. It's like, oh, what's the point? Nobody's watching. But we're now creating a video that can be sent directly to a lot of people. Just
Vi vet jo at noen ser på.
Yeah, I mean,
Selvfølgelig er det noen som følger med.
it's called cookies. Like if you go into a website, some of your tracking data is going to be taken in, so they can communicate with you more directly, advertise and sell to you. Where you're at, your name, maybe your phone number, all depending on what the website wants to track. And there are not a lot of good people in those top social media platforms. Like Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know if I have gotten the feeling that he's like just about helping with everything that has happened from Facebook. Genocides in Myanmar or fucking Campbell on Analytica. No. There's so many scandals that has happened with the biggest things that people trust in life. And they're like, oh, well, he's probably going to do better tomorrow. It's insane. Like Jeff Bezos, the guy who owns Amazon, he makes for every third or second click, or every 2 out of 3 of things bought online, it's on Amazon. He's making more money in a second than most people are making in a year or 10. He's making so much money, it's insane. And they have all these initiatives. Like, we're doing a good thing for the planet, but really, they're building a whole bunch of distribution systems and factories to make sure that people can get their things as fast as possible, not leaving their house. Meanwhile, he takes his brother into a cock rocket and shoots himself to space. How much did that cost? How much money do you need to make people feel better? Like, I guess some people felt better by watching him with a cowboy hat going into a cock rocket, like a rocket shaped like a cock, and flying into space. But really, what was the point? When we already have people trying to get to Mars and using a whole bunch of resources to do that, and we feel like it's a better spending of resources to create our own spaceship, just like, I can do that as well, and then shoot yourself to space?
That's sick.
It's insane. Like, why not just work with Elon? Or Elon just, hey, let's create something epic together. But then that depends on who you are, right? Twitter became X this year. Elon bought Twitter. Elon Musk bought Twitter. Do you know this?
Oh,
Okay, because it's fascinating. You don't watch a lot of news, but you know that.
oh, vet du.
Yeah. And now he's making that into a everything app where you can do everything. And he's in this rivalry with Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, even announcing that they're going to have a cage fight together. And then Mark, who's actively training jiu-jitsu or something, he says, come to my house, name a date, I'm ready. Elon is like, I have a flu. I'm not going to do it right now. Now we have to postpone. Lots of things happening. Lots of things all the time. Lots of drama. Everyone's watching it. Just like when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard went into the courtroom. Everyone was like, they were really, literally brushing their teeth with the phone in their hand. I was one of them. Because it was mental health, man's rights, a whole bunch of things that is so taboo to talk about in the most insane court case ever. So Netflix created a series of the court case. where everything is just lined up with how the internet responded to the fucking court case. It shows humanity in a different place, right? And now, here we are, trying to make something that takes in all these different, like, we have 2 steps from Elon Musk because of the technologies that can save his fucking sign that became a meme online. So now we can try, because they can't see it themselves, apparently. We can try to talk to these people and say, how about we come together and create something epic? What's the deal with you and Jeff? Let's talk about it. You know? Because that's not healthy. I mean, a cock rocket and you doing that just makes sense. And I think that would be a fun journey to follow as well.
Oh, absolutely.
The journey to Elon Musk. Is he going to make it today? What is he doing today? Oh, Marius and Tor just went to Florida. They uploaded a live video of the SpaceX launch. They're going for Elon! It's going to be an adventure.
Oh, herregud.
But I think that's the case. That's a secret. We love to have fun and being on adventures. And if you have the ability to do that, however you choose, because that's how you created it, if that's what your money comes from, just you having the adventure and people want to see you do that better, all of a sudden you can do that because people are supporting you to get the things that is needed to do that. Like a freaking air balloon outside of Elon Musk's office. Hey! With a freaking Viking horn. Or just something fucking epic. I mean, he liked Ken.
Nå drømmer du godt, da.
I do. Because the group of a dear soon-to-be friend of mine, Odd Magne, I already gave you praise. He followed the 100-day challenge in the beginning. He actually got a little pissed at me sometimes. He sent me a message saying, "Where's the video? I'm waiting for the video. What the fuck?" Because I had said I was going to create a video every 100 days. You don't know what you did, but you actually kept me accountable. And I did that because you said that, and that because you reminded me that I had said that. So I did every single day. And now, today, he has a group called 𝐂𝐤𝐥𝐿 with 16,000 people and growing. And one of these people is Ken, the dude that Elon Musk said, "That guy's awesome." Yeah. That guy's awesome, right? He stood on a mountain with snow and he just, then he death dived into a freaking puddle below. That was epic. And we want to do more of that epic shit. And with the way we stream that, we can create live experiences that is freaking
off the chains amazing.
Right now, they just heard that off the chains amazing. See, we can create experiences. And the only thing that is keeping us from creating the most epic experience is 250 million crowns. And that is just going to be like step.
Minimum.
I think it's going to be $1 trillion business, both in cost and in what it can do for the world. Because you are compensated for the value you provide. If you do something good for people, it just makes sense to compensate them. And it's just an energy exchange. You changed my life. Thank you. Here's $100. You know, it can be fun. It doesn't have to be that whole taboo around sales as well, because we have a taboo on selling ourselves. And I'm saying that because I have gone through some barriers trying to sell myself, like my own value. We don't have a lot of that in Norway. Or in the world, I think. Some do.
Some do.
Some do.
Det noen som flinke på det.
There's a lot of people who's really good at what they do, but that's the thing. People who love what they do, they think that everyone else knows the same thing as them. They have a magical superpower, comes easy to them, and they don't really think about the fact that they have a massive value to the right person. So they just don't do it. Everyone is doing that. Everyone knows that. No, there's so many people doing that. If there's so many people doing that, there's a demand. People want more. Because people are going to buy your personality, not what you're selling them. Us having fun, that's what people want to be a part of. Just having fun together, being crazy, building Viking ships, and, you know, taking over these national freaking memory days.
Du vil tilbake til vikingtida, egentlig.
I don't want to go back to the Viking Age. I want to be living in peace and in harmony with nature. And then having the respect.
Som det gjorde, da.
Almost, but, you know, taking some of the technology of today is insane. So merging those to really just find the most sustainable way to live.
Det er sykt.
it is completely insane. Because I mean, who can say that it should be wrong to live in a place where you have sunset and sundown from the window of your insanely cool bed and window wall towards the ocean? That's kind of what I want, and I want to feel like I'm part of nature while I'm doing that. That's why when we're having a campfire, I feel when we're doing TTX and we're having a campfire, having a artificial light source is blasphemy. Like, it hurts the eyes. Like, this is electricity. I have to respect the fact that we can use it, but now it's insane. It's just as natural. The more natural it became, the better it felt. We have people who didn't like our message. They're like, "Oh, who are you to speak about this? You should be ashamed of yourself." That you have no idea. It's so interesting to see how people react to the message. You can see some people react from fear. Some people react because they see it. Some people react because they want it. Some people react because they need it. Some people react because they don't know what the fuck is going on.
6 stykk.
Do you like that?
Fint system.
Yeah, you like the data? You like how structured it is? I have some appreciation for order and systems, but I don't think I've been in a place where I can really make...
Faktisk 2 som sa.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot more. Like, comment if you're watching this live or on a replay. If you're watching this live, comment #live. If you're watching this replay, comment #replay. It's always interesting to see how many millions comes after the video was shot and how many people, like very few people, know to be live when it actually happens. It's a very technological society, but it doesn't seem to compute for people. Zoom user. Okay, Marius, you've been waiting long enough. Now we are going to work on the audio. And I know, you've probably been there for ages, so I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. We basically tangented off. But I'm going to do this. Look now we have this. I love buttons. So he's connecting to audio. We're going to have him on here momentarily. It's going to be interesting. I want to have a insight in what's going on the travel to the south.
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Oh.
So are you at home right now?
Yes, I'm at home.
You're at home. How is the plan looking to get down here?
I've called some friends of mine, and while I'm doing this, people are calling me for healing. And I'm like, I cannot do both things same time. So I took a big hit of DMT and did it at the same time. So
What?
I could get a healing, and maybe a girl drives me, but I don't know. I have to see afterwards.
That sounds like an adventure, bro.
That's an adventure. That's advanced adventure.
Yeah, that's the inner adventure. The interdimensional adventure.
Yes, my space brother.
That's a deep term. The space brother thing, when you really know someone before you even met them. I like to say, it's nice to meet you again for the first time.
Yeah, but I know with you, we're space brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because up there, we can be together as brothers, and we are brothers. Everyone is one, you know?
Everyone is one. It's interesting that you said up there, though. Talk about
up there, up in the universe, up in the ether. I will show you, my brother.
Oh, yeah, we have things to show each other. We have a lot of interesting things to talk about.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, of course, I can show you where you're from. Do you know where you're from?
The pill. No, the. I don't remember it. I had a spiritual kind of headhunter say where I was from, where my kids were from, and how old their soul was. That was so interesting. Hey, good to see you, brother. I looked for a cloak yesterday. I don't know what it is. I want a cloak.
This is my alpaca.
I love it.
Shibibo.
Shibibo. I see.
And,
We're gonna talk a lot about the whole like Shibibo's shamanism, ayahuasca, the different kind of ways to practice that spiritual discipline.
It won't light, no negative, and a little bit, no negative energy. I
What?
tried with your name,
Dude.
I tried to say your name, and I tried to fire it, but it won't fire. That means no energy, balanced, and that's good.
Oh, that is so interesting. That's the first time I've talked about that. What is the?
I take with me. I give you. You will get this gift from me from Peru, and you can use it yourself.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna see. This is insane. For most people, will never experience that connection. That's what's going on right now because the alignment is insane, and there's so much that is going to be transferred between us now. I think that I'm gonna feel whole by tomorrow, like really not seeing a new dimension of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I will promise you. Every time I have ayahuasca ceremonies, nobody, not one person, have told me that to me and say, "I want to die," and if ayahuasca.
Oh. You're chopping up.
Good, no good.
There we go. There you're back.
But
and we're live again. Wow.
If
it does, this is this tribe experience. You have to experience it face to face.
But it will be fucked up. It's like when I take psychedelics, I don't even need no more to do it because I see geometry. But when phones and when you go to Rema 1000 and you try to pay for something, and suddenly the cashier doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because to a high frequency, so technology was low frequencies.
Yeah.
When people with big frequency or higher comes in to a room, you will feel the present.
Yeah.
Even you will feel nauseous, or you will hate the person.
Yeah.
You will not like the person, or you will love him.
Yeah.
You understand?
100%.
Yes. Because it's where you are in your journey in life.
100%. It's like if you're authentic with yourself, your own frequency. When you are aligned with your frequency, people can feel that balance, that flow, that even flow. And that is what we call SLS. We have so much to talk about. Like, it's insane. Energy is so insane. Like, when you really go into seeing that you are energy and that you are operating on this frequency of it, I think there are unlimited frequencies because I always see a new jump. And then, what the fuck?
But, of course it is.
Yeah, and like Wi-Fi is frequencies. They are literally frequencies. And everything that we create in electricity is a frequency. So...
Yeah, even your voice.
Even the but that one that is powerful as well.
Our heart.
Yes.
You can do ease at that, just to ease frequency, like that, and you can frequency up.
I have a method that I want to show you when you come down here, and you're gonna die a little bit. It's literally, the point is almost to feel like you're dying and going through that barrier, and then it's insane. It's a completely new way, I hope. Yeah, we're doing this as we go.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And you have instruments. What kind of instruments are you bringing?
Unfortunately, my drum is at Barneval. I hold this Barneval festival. Not me, but I was there. So I'm bringing my special didgeridoo.
Oh,
this is made in a village in forest in Australia, just for me. In trance, he used psychedelics, and you see this?
Yeah, and those are hand placed, every single bead, right? Everything about that thing is just
everything. No. It's no. It's I don't buy
No, of course.
plastic, you know.
That
So
is
you
an
see,
insanely big mouth hole.
yeah, but you can also see you have one side like you feel masculine and one feminine. Like this is feminine. That was you see the difference between
No,
feminine.
no, I don't,
masculine?
because the frequency of that is so is so loud that the microphone cannot pick it up. So that has to be done live. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I love
Yeah,
that. Of course.
I understand. Okay, but I can try lower frequency.
Try. Yeah, try.
Try.
Yeah.
Try.
This is so fascinating.
So, and it's cold. You know, if it was warm, it comes steams up of it because of all the vibration. It comes steam.
Oh,
Then-
that's a picture
then-
waiting to happen, bro.
But only then it's ready. So it takes me 1 hour to get the perfect vibration.
Wow.
And then I will put this on the back of your back, and you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God! For those guys not joining TTX.
I can show you this. Okay.
Nothing. Too
No?
no.
Fine.
No, it's
Okay.
good. It's so fascinating.
I'm trying to go low. you
Yeah,
know?
I know. This is a challenge.
Yeah, this is a this is a
This is
Yeah,
what it's
okay.
about.
okay. One more. You work?
Yeah, but you were like in the upper echelon, like one frequency, 1 megahertz difference, and we wouldn't hear it.
Yeah, I feel it. I have
Wow.
to stop it. Okay, I stop it. Stop it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want
But
to.
it's-
I want to
yeah,
show you
but-
something, but I can't. Like I so badly want to show you something, but I have to wait for this. Just meeting you face to face. It has to be done in the right.
We will. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
know.
will, I will bring my helpers down. You will meet them, and then we will show us the mushrooms. And that's the funny part when we sing to the mushrooms,
Yeah, you.
because
Yeah.
because everything is made of
Frequency.
sounds like
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah,
know?
I know.
Every word you say is
A frequency.
in it.
Yeah.
In it, like hello or goodbye or everything is
Yeah.
So when you then we find mushrooms of gray, of course, because they look,
Oh my
they
God.
have intelligence, you know. Mushroom have
Oh fuck yeah, dude! We're gonna talk about AI as well. How much do you know about AI?
AI. You mean these machines? Or you mean upstairs?
Okay, we're on the completely same frequency. Like we're talking about that here. It's like everything is like the same. It goes down in levels of frequencies, and it's like as above, so below, and it was.
Yeah. But I feel, you know, me personally, sometimes when I need to find out things,
Yeah.
I sometimes go too far.
Yeah.
And when you go up higher than 16, 17 dimensions, it will be very uncomfortable.
In one go. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can train yourself to be more comfortable in that space, right? Like
In the 16th to 19th dimension, there's only beams, only laser
Yeah.
beams.
yeah,
There's no soul. There's nothing.
it's basically
That's
the
why
engine.
Yeah, that's why it hurts to be up there. But
Yeah.
up there, I feel grounded.
Yeah, you're one with the energy.
And it's so weird because I feel, okay, this is wrong, but it feels good. I can live here, you know?
Yeah.
I can't, of course. but it's special to go up there.
It is, but
So when people say, I'm going from 3D to 5D and like this, you know?
yeah, I know.
Where do you think we are now?
Right now,
Yeah, right
See,
now.
that's the thing. For me, everything is just a state of mind. It's a frequency. It's a dimension. So yeah, I'm choosing how to navigate in this based on what I can take from that. It's weird to communicate.
You are in the dimension you put yourself in.
Exactly. Yeah, you can feel it. Like the thing is,
Yeah.
meditations. Joe Dispenza, Wim Hof, and also with your didgeridoo, and also my horn. When you blow through the level of death, and I'm just gonna call it that because it feels like that, then your heart is gonna start pounding. And if you really pay attention to it, you're gonna feel it, and then you can choose to go back into the like the further you go, the more intense it's gonna feel, and many people cannot deal. But
Yeah.
I think with more practice in meditation, that's why I say the plant medicine is great. It's a window to what you can do. But it's your brain, it's your mind, it's us. The energy of the universe seeing itself through ourselves, regardless of time. It's so fascinating to talk about.
And it's cool because time doesn't exist. It's
Exactly.
an illusion. You know? So when I'm on ayahuasca or this thing, people, hey, what's the time? Time? What are you talking about? Time? I don't know what time it. I don't know what what phone and I don't know nothing. You know, I become completely one with the spirit.
Wow.
So when I meet you and we start doing this tonight, you will see my phone not working. I can take no pictures, write no one. No one can call me. I can call no one. Nothing. Everything of electricity, just my own. Just
wow. I actually have proof of this because we've tried to live stream it, but it cuts out on different peaks. It has to be experienced live. It has to be natural. It has to be completely natural.
Yeah, but it's also difficult because if you're driving a car and you're in a meeting and suddenly the person don't understand you because you become too high frequency, and then you have to talk to them like a little baby. Then they will understand.
Spoon feed them.
Yeah.
People react. So it's the reaction, like the emotion, the energy, the frequency of how you react to whatever is faced. I guess.
And they feel it, even though they're not awake if they're sleeping, and you are high frequency. If you sit between them, they will feel it. They will. Something is. Well, I don't know what it is, but something. You know.
Exactly. I mean, my journey started from trying to explain the feeling. Instead of reading a book and then subscribing to a method in the book, I tried to make sense of what I had felt because it felt so weird. And then I came over quantum physics and epigenetics and all these things with law of attraction and energy and shamanism and all the things in consciousness. See, but it's insane because after a while, people saying that I'm going to find the secret. I'm going to find the thing. If I just focus on money, it will come. Well, all those things. But if you're being happy and appreciative just for everything, being able to shit in a toilet and flush your shit, that's insane. If you really think about that. And being able to sit here right now on a mountaintop in Norway and communicate to the entire world at the same time, depending on our frequency again. It's fucking insane.
Depending on our frequency. Yeah, but our frequency, we can send it up to Himalaya if you want.
Yeah, exactly. Astral projection. Dude, have you done the Silva method?
The what?
The Silva. J.C. Silva. Have you heard of him?
J.C. Silva.
Okay, we are going to do something insane.
I'm bad at names.
Yeah,
but,
it's basically he developed a method in meditation on tuning into the alpha frequency, right?
Okay, yeah, that one. Yes,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah, and
but I'm just, I'm indigo born, ADHD, indigo born.
Indigo,
me,
yeah.
So I forget often names. Not teachings, but names.
Yeah.
Not teachings.
Well, that's a freaking fascinating thing to know as well. Do you know your human design type?
I know, yeah. I know what I am. Yes,
what are you?
Yes. I am a reptile.
No, but what are you in the human design thingy? Where you had generator, projector, manifester, reflector?
Oh, everything.
I have to check that out, bro. We're gonna.
Yeah, you can almost call me Burga, almost. I am not. She says she, but I am a little bit of everything. That's why, except you know, religion.
Yeah.
It's only it's only symbolic,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But in every god, in Hinduism, Buddhism, everyone has one gift, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I drank so much ayahuasca that eventually she just gave me all these gifts and said, if you do what I say, I will send you back home when you die. You will not be reincarnated on this earth. You will go home.
You're done.
So that's why I'm doing all of this.
I have to ask you something. First of all, the human design thing, it came from a psychedelic experience. Like he had a cosmic download and wrote a 400-page system based in mathematics of the universe. It's insane. You saying that, I guess your child, like your upbringing, how many times have you faced a fear that was like changing, transformational, where you did something that just changed you for life? You said that you were born awake.
Yeah.
And I can see that. Like I can see some people just being born with a gift.
Yeah.
How would you say that your path to where you are right now happened?
It was difficult because for the first thing you have to shut up, because if you're a child and you see things, then they put you into a mental hospital, you know.
Yeah.
So I found out, I just shut up.
Wow.
You know? When I was a little, but eventually I become a teenager.
Yeah.
I wanted to have friends like you. I wanted to hang out with people and party and and I found out that drugs block.
Yeah.
So I didn't see everything. So you more drugs I took, you more normal could I be amongst people.
Drugs, like in medicine, like in lithium.
Drugs. No, like cocaine.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been in prison for 5 years.
3 here.
No, it's no kidding. I've been in a biker gang.
Yeah.
I've been really bad.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
But then I went to Peru and I drank ayahuasca and my life just...
And you did it in Peru. The first one you did in ayahuasca.
Boom. And I'm like, wow. All I am is, what I call it yesterday, destructive masculine energy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, say it in English. I don't know how to say it.
Destructive masculine energy. That's what. Yeah.
That's why I saw on ayahuasca and I stopped.
Wow, you saw it.
Yeah, I saw, and she stopped me, and she told me who I am, and she's like, "You've been stuck on Earth for 2,800 years. It's time to come home. It's time to do your job and go home."
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm puking in a bucket, and like what? You know, but of course, after this, I start listening to every single word she says.
Humbly, like a student.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting because with my
she's a spirit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very spirit-based thing in ayahuasca. Like I had a friend, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐒𝐿𝐴, he died. Like while we were doing our thing, basically, he got cancer. And he died. And he had hundreds of ayahuasca trips. So we talked about my experience in mushrooms, his in ayahuasca. And it was very much like the mushroom is the universe, the quantum physics. The ayahuasca is the nature, the spirits, the embodiment. And I was like, wow.
And the creator.
And that's interesting because I haven't experienced that part. And I just seen it.
But you will do it. You will do it tonight.
But not in ayahuasca.
Almost.
Yes, I know. Exactly.
It's the same.
Exactly.
But,
and we create that. Did you know that? Every night when we sleep or when we die, we create that compound.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course we do. The DMT is in everything.
Yeah, but people don't know that.
Everything in this chair. This.
What would you? Because that's an interesting take on it. DMT. Many would say that DMT is a drug. Hey.
Yeah.
And many others. Many others would say that it's a drug, but it is a drug that we also produce.
I call it spirit molecule.
Exactly, because I think that we also produce it, but it's created in a different dimension almost. Like it is what keeps us. It's what enables us to travel with a consciousness in the galaxy, in the universe, and it's been known for thousands of years.
Yes. So why the last 100 years the government say psychedelics is illegal?
Well, can you control a person who's not afraid?
But before 100 years ago, it was legal.
Yeah.
So
and also, it's not 100 years even, like just 70s, 1970s. That's when 81, I think, is the date where it happened in Norway. Because we just do whatever the other big guys does. Big brother, you know. Uncle Sam.
But they fucked it up with this hippie shit. We could still have this medicine legally if this hippie movement haven't been so cult.
Yeah, we're going to talk so much about that because here they experience something that most people do not experience, and for many people who do not know what to experience, haven't taken the license or know of the concepts of the feeling, they will of course just think this is heaven now and go around, and all other people will look at them as crazy. And now we have the experience of that, the technology today, and the ability to do the same thing. Like, we could talk about the whole cult thing. We could also talk about Jesus and how the Bible was written by the same fucking thing. And then how everything is symbolic, you know?
Everything is symbolic. The Bible is told from Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, yeah. And then Hammurabi, have you heard of him?
No.
He saw that if people just had something to believe in, he could make them believe in anything. So he stood on a mountain and said, there are gods that are going to give me commandments. And he wrote down 300 rules for his people. And those, they took out 10 of them basically and formed the 10 commandments. The commandments. If you don't do these, you're going to get to hell. It's so beautifully written though. The system is perfect. If you are not aware.
But it's weird.
It
Bible
is.
Still thinks, oh, we are the good Christian, but we still, especially.
We have a person here who says, no, not the hippies, but the military was the reason it got illegal. I can agree to some extent, but if the hippies didn't react, it wouldn't happen. Like the entire situation.
Yeah. If they use the hospital and people who really can use psychedelics from healing, then it be. But if you're a
tripper, a party drug user.
No, a trip sitter. How I call it?
It is a trip sitter. Trip sitter is a trip sitter in English as well.
Yeah. Okay. It's a difference between shamanism and trip sitting.
It is.
And it becomes too much trip sitting, and then of course it will be illegal. It's a rave party, and it has nothing. It has nothing to do with spirituality.
Exactly. And people say that, oh no, but if this is going to be safe, you have to be sober. Like sober, you can't communicate telepathically to someone who you're not on the same frequency with. Like if I can feel the struggle that you're going through, I can say or look at you and nod, and that will be enough for you to know that you're safe to face that inside of you. You cannot do that if you're sober and sitting and watching someone listening to music and crying alone. It's weird. So 14th of August, guys, if you are listening, share this frickin' thing. We have 3 people online, and I've shared this with more than 8,000 people. So right now, we are sharing something so powerful, high-vibing, that it is actually disrupting stuff. 14th of August, APA. I still don't remember the name, what that is the shortening of. But they released the first nationally approved guideline for therapeutic psychedelic-assisted therapy. So basically, the trip sitter's guide to do it correctly according to FDA, which is the same company that released oxytocin or OxyContin, like the heroin that was marketed and just given to everyone and people died. See, that's medicine today. Marius, he's currently on lithium prescribed by the doctor, which it's chemically cutting him off from feeling that frequency. You can see him being around us. He feels it. He enjoys it. But you can see and feel that he's cut off at some level because of medicine.
Try to do this. This between his eyes.
What?
Take
Just
between his eyes.
flick him between the eyes?
Flick everything you have, boom, between his eyes if you go on lithium. Because it opens your third eye if you go on medicine. I promise you.
We have now been documenting this. He was inside of the mental institution. We have those recordings, and we have seen his journey go from a psychedelic trip that many would say made him not come back. But in fact, he just didn't understand the concept of Christ consciousness and the things that you see in this dimension.
Yes, and that's really important to talk about.
Yeah.
Many people talk to me, oh, I'm afraid not to land and never come back. That's a myth.
Yeah, it's like heaven and hell.
That's fake. I can say I have taken, okay, I've taken over 8 grams DMT.
Whoa!
Over almost 45 grams of mushrooms, and all in one night.
What?
I'm still here. I'm landing.
Okay, I need to stop you. I need to, because I have been talking about, I feel I'm good at navigating the psychedelic experience so far with Liberty Caps, with Flame. That is the only, because we have gotten to know each other. So I thought, now that I have tried all these different settings, and I know who I am, what I'm capable of in my mind and the computer, basically, then it shouldn't be much more different for me to do 50 grams of Liberty Cap. And I start to talk about this, and people were like, are you sure you're going to die? And I was like, no, I haven't heard of anyone doing that. And here you come and say you did 45 grams of Liberty Caps and 8 of DMT in the same freaking night. So talk about it.
No. I can even go further. One time, I smoked Shanga DMT for 2 days straight.
What the hell?
Just to see if it's possible.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. People don't do that because they fear the death. So if you...
And it cost me a lot of money. 2 days whole straight.
How the heck did you... Because people say that you can be addicted. No, you don't want to do that shit. How the fuck were you able to do that?
I just inhaled.
And how did you... What did you see? What did you experience, feel? Learn?
Those two... No. I went to different civilizations, different planets, and bad entities, good entities. Even one thing, I meet this one bad, is like a monster, identity. So I put on 12 faces who wasn't mine, and I come to this demon and I say, hey, can you, but everything is telepathic,
Yeah, it's the intention and the frequency, yeah.
You can't.
No.
No. Your soul leaves the body when you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's called an ego death. Sometimes it feels weird.
I love it, but it's weird. Yes.
Yeah.
But I come with 12 faces, and this demon, not demon, but entity starts laughing at me.
Yeah.
And he says, "Okay, you're the first one that comes with 12 fake faces. I can see you. What are you doing? What do you want? What do you want?" And I say, I want. And I use a long time because I want to say everything.
Yeah.
But I stop myself. And I stop and I want to say teaching.
Oh.
And then he just take away all his faces and goes like this in my eyes. And then I come to myself and start puking down shit. And then I can feel like a how can I feel it? Like a iron who's hot, just down my spine. Understand?
Yeah.
And then so now when I just the DMT comes.
Wow.
Like this.
Okay,
this is when I met this entity who I thought was a demon, but he just disguised himself as a demon. It was actually an angel.
Yeah. Ooh. It's like if you want to do anything that is going to bring you to complete happiness and freedom, do the hard thing. You have to meet the darkness to see how good the light is. If you haven't done a bad thing, you will not appreciate the good thing. And it's like
Yeah.
people with ego death, people have these labels of everything. Like, how does it feel to go through this? It's a freaking battle. Like, if you're going through that, you have to make sure that you are breathing and that you're kind of in control over how your body is reacting to this. It's a fucking battle. But for those people who are ready to take that leap and face those shadowy sides of ourselves, it's like when religion, God and Satan. If people just understood that is love and hate frequencies, different states of mind, and also that these are embodied, like this is why I think I have so much knowledge and experiences from the frequency and the energy. I wonder what's going to happen when I meet the entity. Like that's something that I cannot answer right now, and that excites me.
I can answer it, but I won't.
No, I love that. I love that. And
I
people,
won't.
but
I
people,
won't.
just to make this perfectly
Oh,
clear,
I
you can
won't
do
do
this
it.
in
I won't-
meditation as well.
I want to do it. I want to tell you, but no.
I know the feeling. We're gonna have so many surprises for each other.
Yeah, but it's fucked up when you get message from above and
My head hurts. Yesterday it hurt all night.
then I hear something and then it's a message to you, but I know I can't say it because not before you have eaten mushroom. Then I can say it.
That is like okay. No, we shouldn't talk about that here because we have so much to talk about during the tribe experience. But mediums and psychics and overweight certified fitness coaches and by the book Christians who don't know the reason of love. Those are things that I think we're gonna have a lot of fun discussing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Or fresh
and-
shamans after 2 ayahuasca trips.
Fresh.
People who become shamans because they took a vacation to a holiday ayahuasca retreat. You know
Yes.
those people?
Yeah. Those people. But also, it's really important. You know what I'm talking about. This,
Yeah.
you know,
The purge.
The purge. Yeah,
No.
yes, yeah, telepathy.
Mhm.
But yes, that you cannot send a Norwegian guy who is a Viking to Peru to become shaman.
Peruvian shamanism. No, exactly.
No, you have to stay then in Norway and use Norwegian
Yep.
psychedelics and become a Norwegian
Exactly.
healer.
Yeah, you're taking responsibility for where you're placed. Like, this is where I will protect with the things that is energetically aligned with this place.
Yes.
This energy. Yes, I agree 1000%.
Exactly. And that's why, like the Vikings, why do flames up Vikings?
Yeah.
Why do you think we have runes and they could see? You know, they could see.
Yeah, and dream interpreters, like these seers in the Viking villages that does Amanita Muscaria or Fluusup, and they go into the dreams and they start to make sense of the symbolic meaning of the dream. Like, that's what we're... See here? This is my first ever dried batch of Amanita Muscaria. It's legal. Ibotenic acid and muscinol. So if you are watching this stream and you want to send me a frick ton of Amanita, do it. We're going to invent shit with this and see what dreaming is really about.
I can give you a couple kilo.
We found so much yesterday. I cannot wait to get to know Mama Manita. I'm going to just call her Mama Manita. She feels feminine. And Father Flame.
Yeah. But mushroom is grandfather son.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's grandfather. Ayahuasca, feminine. Mushroom, masculine. San Pedro, cactus. You know, mescaline. It's masculine again.
Yeah.
So you have different levels. So
it's phallus.
So when I talk to people, often many weeks before a retreat, to go deep down your soul, I need to know.
Yes, you do. You do need to know.
But even if I can just look you in the eyes and know like this, I need you that you know.
Exactly.
Before, you know.
Exactly.
That you get self-aware and then ayahuasca.
See, you need that. That's why I say, if you want to do mushrooms, do not do mushrooms until you have gone into personal development and figure out who you are. If you are not authentic with yourself, if you have not accepted that you are now about to embark on an adventure that might include dragons and a whole bunch of things that you cannot even think about, you're not ready. That's why I call it the call of the legacy forger, the calling of the medicine. You're going to feel when you're ready. When you want to take that plunge and you respect the medicine, It's genuine. Yeah. It's insane. That fascinates the hell out of me. After I've found music and the power of frequency, everything that has to do with sound that is naturally made from us just makes me limitlessly.
It's the strongest.
Yeah. Yeah, it is us. It is.
It's our energy, but you can hear someone. It's not the same, you know, like Elton John, Tina Turner. They can really sing, you know.
Yeah.
But they have the tones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we use frequency, vibration, bass.
Yeah.
And when you get control of this throat singing, it's
but that sounds South American, like that, because in Norway you're growing up and you get this. I can't do it now because I have to practice more. But see, we have this weird mystical essence of so many frequencies.
Yeah, but you can also go like,
and you can whistle. And people,
or you can listen to my birds in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, that's frequency.
But the Mongolian, it's called a 𝐓𝐡𝐞, where they make a little resonance chamber, and the sound is so loud, so high in frequency, like a whisper, but it's like an ethereal whisper. It's like this weird sound that you cannot really see what it is.
932 hertz, I think. No, it's not that, over that. 1200, I think, because it's like the dog whistle, you know.
Yeah.
You blow, you hear nothing, because it's so high frequency. Only the dogs hears it.
Yes.
And other animals, of course. But yeah.
I won't.
But I can hear this dog whistle. So I'm telling people. I live in the woods. I'm telling people, stop.
Yeah.
Fucking loud.
Because this is interesting. I have this theory about animals. Like, they just feel the frequency, and you don't have to say anything. What you're about to say is already in your frequency, so they know what you're saying, what you're thinking. Like, if you're afraid of them, they will know. And because I was doing this trip, and this dog was reacting. The dog was like, what is going on here right now? And I looked at her, and just because I thought that she's not going to understand my words, she's going to know my feeling, my frequency. I saw her, I was like, thank you. I think we got this. Like, I will call on you if we need you. And she was like nodding almost and just went to bed again. It's so fascinating.
That sounds like a dog who has tripped a lot.
No, second one. I think that it depends on the frequency of the experience of the person communicating.
Okay, because my dog is I promise he's a healer.
Yeah.
I take him with me on ayahuasca, and if he blockage on you, he lies his head where you have a blockage, and he just lies there until you suddenly have to puke.
Yeah.
Then he goes around.
Wow.
And another.
That's what I need. That's what I feel called to have a dog, and there is one dog that is.
I don't know if I should take my dog with me. No.
It's up to you. Like, this place, the place I'm taking you to it's way up on the mountain. There's no houses allowed, like, around. There is no electricity other than the batteries and the solar powered thing. The water comes from a well. It is just grass and natural mounds with the campfire outside and inside. There are metal inscriptions on the fire inside of the cabin. There are 2 cabins, luxury, like they are freaking mwah. It feels like a new kind of hotel.
I take the dog with me.
Yeah, do that.
Because my dog is very good finding mushroom.
I've been thinking about that. I want to make goggles that can see a specific light range spectrum thing in the mushroom, because we have night goggles. It should work. Yeah, and dogs, and that is the most natural thing. Like dogs, I want to see a dog find it, just because. I love your cats, bro.
Yeah, I have to have cats. This is my protector. This is kids, but I have to have protectors. You know, cats. They are my I heal much.
Oh my god! Yes.
Cats are you know, they say cats have 9 lives.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. The real shit behind it is from old Egypt.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Cats can go in 9 dimensions. They can.
That makes more sense.
Skits. So if you see them sit like this, and they skitsing from dimension. So if I've smoked too much DMT, and it has happened. Suddenly I have 2 cats on my leg and 1 on my head, trying to get me down.
Wow.
Because Daddy is taking too much.
I was talking to my cat. Like, I was telling him, I call it telepathetically. I told him,
Yeah.
don't nag. You have had your food. Like, I gave you food, you just haven't checked the bowl. So I was looking at him and saying this, and go over there, eat, and then come back. And so I told Michelle, my partner, what I just said to the cat, and she looked at him, and he just, and he jumped down, went out. You heard him eat, and then he came back. And after that, like, me and him we have a very special relationship. Right now, he's on an adventure of his own. His name is Silo, short for psilocybin. So
I will.
he come back in the winter. I meet him like 3 times a year, and we know that we protect ourselves basically. When we need each other, he comes. It's insane. I love this.
No bad energy. No.
And people feel that. People really feel that energy.
I know, but sometimes if I stand in front of people, I can do like this.
And just
And oh shit! I will. Oh, okay, you need to go there and sit down. I will give you healing. You know.
Wow.
But this is me and you.
Yeah.
This doesn't work.
See, and so you have these natural things that you can check these things. For people who cannot see it, they can definitely see that. That is like, oh shit, that actually happened.
And I like if people are unbalanced. I have this yin and yang.
Yeah.
To get in balance.
Yeah.
So you have the feminine and the masculine. You know, you have one side.
Yeah. The flow, the wholeness, the 2 pieces coming together to create something new. It's insane.
Yes, of course. See if I have this. Maybe I have this.
We're 8 minutes away from the official starting of TTX IV. If you haven't signed up yet.
You want me to take this with me? This is real. It's not fake.
What are those? Oh, I can't hear the frequency. It's not going through the microphone.
No?
No.
No?
No. Not at all.
Okay.
Wow.
I take it with me then, okay?
Yeah, do it. Wow.
But you can't hear that. That is very loud. But that's healing. That's healing. I take this with me.
Speaking of coming down here, like, we are starting in 8 minutes. That's where we officially start TTX. So we're gonna go. Yeah, that's the tribe experience. That's what this is. This is just one part of a huge thing that we're creating. So we're going to start at 3 because we said that for weeks. For people who wants to see about the TTX experience, theseppola.com/TTX. If you want to support the movement, theseppola.com/donate, because we need 250 million crowns to build something epic in terms of alternative healing. We have a lot to talk about.
We can manifest it.
We have manifested it. This is just the thing that is just to celebrate that it has happened. We have so many people we're going to talk to, work with. There are so many things happening. So we have already said, for those people who shows an interest, you have to pay for being a part of that event, virtually or physically. Marius is coming down, and the next year we're going to have workshops in freaking sacred geography, or not geography.
Holistic medicine.
Holistic medicine, like the source code of the universe kind of thing. We're going to talk about things, do exercises that is going to blow your mind.
You can call it, I will change your DNA.
Yeah, but when you say that, people are like, that's not possible.
It's not possible. How do you travel? Okay, how do you travel through your body and out in the space on the Shanga? Of course, your DNA, your soul is straight out of your body, and you just...
Yeah, you're traveling. It looks like you're sleeping, but you're traveling.
No, you're white in the face. You look like you're dead.
Yeah.
Completely dead. I'm like, oh no. And then go check. Oh, he has pulse. Okay. but you're not here.
No. Dude, we tried something last time. Last TTX, we had a meditation going. And it was the Silva method. So you were guided to travel. And then at the end, he wants you to wake back up, which is a problem. I had to make a new one. But he counts down from 5. And I was so far out there that it was hard for me to come back to my body. So when he snapped the fingers, my eyes wide open in the moment, and I just got so overwhelmed by being in my body, I just puked. I purged a lot. Like,
perfect.
It's on a videotape. I have pictures of it and everything. It was amazing. But
Perfect.
it was perfect, and we have documented every single experience so far, and we're going to create something amazing and transformational for the people who wants to take part of it. And it's literally what's happening right now. Like thousands of hours of inside the experience footage. It's insane. So now we have to get to the experience. You have to come down here, and we have to go off the stream and make that happen.
I have to find a driver.
Yeah. So if nobody,
it's only 2 hours from here to you.
Yeah.
Ish.
Did you have someone who reached out and said, "I want to do this for you if you help me with this"?
Yeah, but maybe because she have kids and maybe it was something.
Yeah.
But now, if I look close my eyes, I can feel that maybe not. But I have more people. I will call.
Yeah, me too. I will check out, because right now we're gonna go down. We're gonna get some groceries and we're gonna get up to the mountain. We will let you know where to meet us, because I'm gonna send you GPS coordinates. It's gonna be an adventure like none other. Yeah. You are coming with your partner, right?
No, I don't think so. Yesterday, she needed to go to a job.
Yeah, no problem. But the thing is, you're ready for an adventure, right?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
So you can, if I was to say that, you might have to walk for 4 kilometers to get to. Actually, no, it's gonna be hard. We're gonna create that experience. I'm gonna pick you up.
4 kilometers. I can do that. I can backflip naked 4 kilometers.
Do you want us to do the complete experience? I'm just gonna send you GPS coordinates and then some note.
But the only thing, remember, my phone, when I get close, it will get stuck.
I know.
So I can't. Then I can't.
I'm gonna be smart about it. I'm gonna be
GPS, and I can't take the phone. You will say, "Dette nummeret er ikke i bruk. This phone is not in use."
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I promise you.
Wow. But I believe you. It has happened to me as well. So I've been thinking about ways to avoid that problem. Like if you have a piece of paper that had the instructions on how to get to the site, right? A map. Yeah.
For people who are too high frequency, how you get a map?
You need one of those.
Yeah, I need a map. I need a map.
You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen for the next TTX? Because that's happening in September, I think. We might send out these embroidered metal cards or something, or wood cards, something cool with the instructions.
Not metal.
Wood. And then instructions on how to get to the tribe experience. Like it says right there, or a branded QR code in a piece of wood. You have to go in there, you get that, you print it out, you find the tribe experience, and everything from that moment is an experience.
And you should do something funny. If they don't find it,
then
sit down, meditate,
close
your eyes, and say Gaia, and suddenly, I know where to go.
Yes, that's a Silva method in an alternative perspective. Like we're going to talk about those things and telepathically connecting to everything. So many things are coming out from this.
Yeah, of course, but also that is also a perfect way to learn how to heal the forest.
Yes,
and if you learn to heal plants and Mother Earth, she will give you handfolds back.
Yeah,
in every way. Even one time, I'm going to say one thing quick. So I have to stop because a tree makes me feel nauseous. So I said, what is this? So I stopped, and I see this old tree, and on the top, the head looks like a demon, but it was not. It was only But I thought to put 3 candles in front of it, and sat there for almost 24 hours, and just
Wow.
And then because I saw what it was, I could see things from I think it was 17 or 1800. It was a father who killed his children and his wife there and buried them, and then killed himself. But he ran away, of course,
Wow.
But he didn't understand this, so he become a tree spirit. He become the tree. So I sit there and try to convince the tree that no, you're a human. You need to reconnect.
What is human? Like you're the energy of this thing that you have to accept, and then you can go back to
yeah. But I have to always convince
Yeah.
This,
Yeah.
that
Wow.
you're not a tree. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm a human. I cannot talk to trees.
Yeah.
Hello,
Stop
go up.
suffering. It's a
Yeah,
choice.
stop. You're stuck in
Wow.
you're stuck in your own hell because you killed your wife. Okay, you killed this, but why? And
Yeah.
then I get telepathic because of food. No food. It was
Yeah.
war. Then I say, okay, so it was actually out of love.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow.
And then he just snaps, and you can see half the tree. It breaks in the middle, and then and it comes a white light, and he's up. Huh?
That's
That's healing forest. That's shamanism practice.
yeah. Something that has
When
been
you-
done for thousands of years, which is something that
Yeah.
people have to remember. Like this, the thing is, people will see this, and people have different opinions. Like, oh my god, they're crazy. They think they can talk to trees. You haven't seen the depth of what a frequency and energy is, really. So
Yes.
if you're open-minded towards everything that happens and just see this whole thing as one whole, it's freaking fascinating to get a deep dive into another person's reality, like another reality. There are 8.5 billion different realities here who are just trying to coexist with each other and just being
Yes.
one.
Yeah. And if you even if you don't even believe it, then try Wim Hof until you
Oh, it's yeah,
till the DMT hits, and then you know it's real.
yeah, or the tribe experience, because that's what this is. It's like a boosted way of doing it in a Norwegian energetic way. Like it's so hard to explain.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
That's what we're going to
So-
talk about on Sunday, probably, or after the experience. Like, what is this? What can we do with this? Because now it's putting us in a place where we can do this wherever, like whenever, because we can do this without the medicine. Like you and me, we can talk like this without the medicine because we've seen that it's possible to do whenever, and that is powerful stuff. But now we
can also see things. You know, after a while, when you're doing this many years, you don't have to use psychedelics because you see things without using them.
Yeah.
You can see electrons and photons and this without the medicine. If you surrender to the medicine.
Yeah. Before we go any further, I just received a text message from NextGenTel, my internet service provider. And they say that there has been an error on your internet connection in the area. This can make our services fall out. So this is literally, again, 15th time this stream that energy is being affected by this high vibrating frequency.
Yeah.
You have to come down. Like, we have to finish off the stream. If you haven't subscribed yet, theseppola.com/stream. We're going to create a virtual online place where everything that we do in the tribe experience, the resources, the meditations, the blueprints, the freaking videotaping of the exercises.
I try to come up to you, and I give you my phone, and you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm not so good with electronic. I'm good with.
Yes. The only thing that you are going to do is going to come down here, and this is my superpower. My superpower is taking it to the digital and then making something that is more accessible to other people. Because if everyone knew how to use these frequencies, I think the world would be a better place. If they did it for the right intention and lifted each other up. Exactly. There's no point.
Why? Yeah. Exactly. If everyone would drink ayahuasca, nobody would fight.
No, exactly. Or meditate, or go through a trauma, or almost die, or fall in a coma, or do psychedelics, or amanita muscaria. There's so many ways.
So yoga.
Yoga. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yoga.
Fascinating.
But you have to. I feel I hold you, holding you back. You need to
get going.
Go out.
Yeah. 4 minutes ago, TTX IV officially started.
I can hear it. I hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my brain. My brain is always like that. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I can hear it. So before I start streaming, then you need to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Keep me in touch. Keep me updated on what's going on, and I'm gonna work from my end. I love you, bro.
I love you, and I am gonna try to find driver. It's only 2 hours. It's
exactly.
Should be good.
2 hours. If you are watching this right now and you want to help us, reach out. Send a message to Marius or to me. He's in the Norwegian Flame community. He is in the Messenger thread. Go into the chat for the Norwegian Flame community. In there, just say I can help, and we can reach out to you. So let's get this going.
And of course, I can pay if somebody wants materialism.
Exactly.
Of course.
That's the
Of
thing.
course.
Also, we want to really make people aware that there are no limits, and because most people have to see it to believe it, we're going to create something that shows you us going from having this to having that. We're going to show you the transformation, and it's sad. It's sad that most people would say that's a successful person because they drive a Lamborghini, right? Like they see that as success. We're going to show you that that's not really the case, and anything is possible. So let's do this.
The success is just to love yourself. If you love yourself, you're
Exactly.
good.
Exactly. Love is a high frequency. Be on that frequency. All right.
There's no hard. Yes, I feel you.
I feel you too.
Yeah. Your brain is so much. We need
know.
to
I feel it like
cut off. We need to cut off.
Yeah.
Cut off the head. No.
We're gonna go out of our heads tonight. So I look forward to this. Namaste, they say. I see the light in you as you see me, or something.
Of course I see you, bro.
See you soon, space brother.
Yes, see you soon.
Amazing. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go right now. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna get to the mountain. That's the first thing we have to do, and then get some groceries and stuff, and then we're gonna start to record and document the things happening on the mountain. The thing is, because there is not a lot of coverage and I do not have the resources, I paid 40,000. Not even me. Marius has paid 40,000 crowns for all of this, tents and cameras and all that stuff. We have created things that cost hundreds of thousands of crowns to set up and run, and now the more we can gather of means, like through the coaching, through everything that we do, we have several freaking ways to do it. We're gonna create the most epic experience as we go forward. I'm going to have a freaking satellite link that I can go live wherever in the world. And it's going to happen very soon. So if you want to support this, theseppola.com/donate. There's probably a link in the description as well. Or just go to theseppola.com. Just see what we have, because we have a universe of fun stuff. The legacyforge.com if you want to join the experience now for free, or just the tribe community. We have so many ways to take part of this. And right now, I don't know if I can be able to stream on top of the mountain. So if you're not a part of this already and you want to see what's going to happen now, you have to be a part of it. theseppola.com/stream. It costs $50 or €50 probably, but that's what it costs, because we have paid way more than that to make this happen, and it's going to happen with or without you. So if you want to have access to all these things happening afterwards, go to that website. You can create a free account and everything is going to be there if you have signed up for this event, because you're going to be tagged. I'm going to know who is there so I can send you good stuff. I have a few people on my list already, and they love the journey. Marius was one of them. So, with that said, have a fantastic day. I'm signing off, and I'll see what we can do. I'm going to send all the streams that we manage to do, in the private WhatsApp group that is for the event. That only gets sent to you by email after you've signed up. theseppola.com/stream. Support the movement. Like, we're into politics now. We're into a whole bunch of different organizations and in contact with interesting people to make the illegal law go away. This is how we do that. It's by elevating people's awareness about what's possible and see that it is a medicine and it is not a drug, and you are currently conducting blasphemies for using for a party drug. It means a lot for me. Like, it changed my life. But I love your face. Take care of your freaking family. I'll see you in the next one. Like, follow,
Subscribe for more.
I had to do that. See you later.